Hey everyone, let's get this class started. I did have to change locations because the kids were being really loud, but my husband's downstairs taking care of them right now. But the first video I wanted to share with you are the first 3 oils that come in the Welcome Home Starter Kit, which is Peppermint, Lavender, and Valor. All 3 of these oils are great, and we'll go into more detail about them. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Peppermint. Peppermint is an amazing oil and probably I said Lavender was my first favorite, but Peppermint's pretty close. It's like the second oil that we probably purchased the most. There's so many different uses for it. It's really a powerhouse oil. Some uses that you can use that I also learned by going through this class is you can actually apply it to your chest before working out to help open up your lungs. You can apply it to sore muscles after a good workout. You can also diffuse it to help energize your brain. We do diffuse peppermint a lot, especially in the wintertime. And you can also roll it and apply it to the back of your neck. Peppermint is also a good one for seasonal support, and we do have a roller for seasonal support, and it contains peppermint, lemon, and lavender. And you can also add copia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But when I made my seasonal support roller for me and Arlo and my husband, I did not have copia on hand, and I just used the peppermint, lavender, and lemon, and it worked really well. I apply it to our chest, and I'll even apply it to Arlo's feet. So it just really helps when the seasons change, especially we used it a lot in the fall, and then now that it's springtime, we're starting to use it a lot more with all the pollen and everything in the air. It just makes us feel really yucky. But so peppermint can be used for that as well. So another few ways that I use peppermint is we diffuse it. I actually use it in my car as like an air freshener. I have like little pads in my car and I just put a few drops on it. It makes my car smell amazing. Another way that I use it is Young Living has a Vitality line, which means you can ingest the oils. They are GRAS certified, so they are able to label them and you are allowed to ingest them. So I would not run out to the store, of course, and buy any peppermint oil that you see because I don't know what's in that oil and I would not ingest it. But I would ingest peppermint because I know that I went through all the various tests that Young Living has to do and that they do, and I know it's safe. So there is a peppermint Vitality, and I'll actually make peppermint brownies, which taste really good. If you want the recipe, just message me. So that's one way that you can kind of ingest peppermint or use peppermint for cooking as well. And in the Welcome Home Starter Kit, you'll get a 5 milliliter of peppermint. This bottle that I currently have is a 10 milliliter one. So you'll get a little bit smaller version of this, but peppermint is like a must have. And then the second oil that comes in the kit is lavender, which I mentioned before is like our all-time favorite. We probably use this one the most and buy the most. You'll also get a 5 milliliter bottle of lavender. This one is a 15 milliliter bottle. I always buy the big bottles now, but you will get a smaller bottle of this in the Welcome Home Starter Kit. And lavender is one of those oils that's like the first oil people think of when they think of essential oils. I know that was one of my first oils that I think of. But there are a lot of ways that lavender can be used and helpful, and I actually learned a lot about lavender when I was going through this class as well. Obviously, lavender is known to help promote a good night's sleep and to help relax. I'll even put this in the bath for Arlo. Like if he's really hyped up one night, I'll put like 1 or 2 drops in his bath along with some Epsom salt, and it works wonders. You can also, which I did not know this, but lavender you can use on blemishes that will help kind of heal them. You can, like if your kid gets hurt, you can put like a drop on their little scrape. It can be helpful with healing. There's also, it can help with burning pain. Like if you accidentally burnt yourself with a curling iron, you can put it on the burn. So that was something I had no clue about, so that's really neat. I pretty much use lavender, throughout our whole house. So like I said, I use it in Arlo's bath. We diffuse it a lot during bedtime. We use it in a sleepy time roller that I make for me and Arlo. I roll it on our feet and on our chest every few nights, or if Arlo's having a really hard time falling asleep. It contains lavender and cedarwood, and it smells amazing, and it puts me right to sleep. Another way that I use lavender is actually on my dryer balls. I got rid of my dryer sheets, and I just put like 2 to 3 drops on each dryer ball, and our clothes smell so good. They smell like lavender when they come out of the dryer. And another good way that you can use lavender, actually they do have I think they have a Vitality lavender, because you can make lavender lemonade, which I heard is amazing. I haven't personally tried it yet, but that's another way you can use lavender as well. And then you can also use it, you can put a drop under your tongue or add a drop to your food or drink for immediate calming of the respiratory system. And then, of course, you can always rub it on your little kids' feet too, to help them kind of relax, like I mentioned earlier. So that's pretty much lavender. Like I said, we go through so much lavender, and actually my bottle is almost empty and I need to order some more. And then the last oil that I'm going to talk about in this video is Valor, which is another one of my favorites. We actually just got this one for free last month. It smells amazing. This is considered like a bravery oil, help with encouragement, helps you refocus, helps promote like a positive attitude. It is such a good oil. One way that I use it, I guess I use it a few different ways. So we of course diffuse it. I would say I diffuse it a lot. I use it in different blends. Before I'm going to do a live or videos, I'll actually put a drop of lavender in my hands and rub my hands together and inhale. It smells so good. You can also use Valor as like a non-toxic perfume as well, which I have done. I'll put like a few drops on my wrist and rub my wrist together and then rub it on my neck. That's how good Valor smells. Valor is amazing. So Valor is a blend oil, and it is made up of black spruce, blue tansy, and frankincense, which all those smell super good. So that's probably why Valor is like super good. Let's see, you can also use Valor, which I didn't know, but you can apply it to your spine and lower back. It's like considered a chiropractor in a bottle and can kind of help that area. And just, it's really like if you just need an extra boost of courage, Valor is like a go-to oil. My husband actually even likes this oil, so this is like a must-have in our house as well with the other ones, but this one, even my husband really likes diffusing. So that's the first 3 oils that come in the Welcome Home Starter Kit. Feel free to comment which is your favorite, if you have any questions about any of those 3, if you have any stories about those 3, like how you use them. Feel free to share or ask any questions.